Cooking Companion TV presents Cleansing Green Soup in partnership with Pruv Wellness at pruv.co.uk. I'm Jenna Edwards, and we're turning this luscious bunch of green vegetables into a luscious green soup, perfect for when you want to satisfy your hunger while feeling light and nutritious. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. We'll start with slicing garlic and celery. I'm using a mandolin because there's a lot of slicing and chopping, and the mandolin can handle it all. Since we're pureeing all of this at the end, it doesn't matter really how you prep the vegetables, but it does help the cooking process if everything is the same width, so it all cooks evenly. We'll also slice an onion, and another reason I like this mandolin is because I can slice vegetables directly into the pot I'm cooking in. I'm also prepping my vegetables in a specific order based on how easy they are to clean. Garlic and onions just need to be peeled. Celery can be easily washed under the faucet. Now for the leek. We'll remove the tough green ends, then the roots at the bottom, and then slice in half long ways. Now I can easily remove the very dirty exterior, and I have much easier access to sand and dirt in the other outer layers. And we'll slice them into the pot as well. Let's move on to the cabbage. Another workaround for quickly cleaning cabbage is to remove any outer leaves. They've essentially been protecting the tighter leaves inside. Then we'll remove any remnants of the bottom stalk and gracefully cut the head in half. Set it aside and let's move on to the cooking portion. Pour 2 tablespoons of olive oil over the garlic, celery, onions, and leeks, and saute until they're translucent. I'll stir and turn the vegetables to make sure they all get a little oil on them and that they're evenly turned about the pot. Now let's get back to that cabbage. It also needs to be chopped or shredded, so I'm also going to use my mandolin here. You'll need vegetable stock for this recipe, which I did not have on hand, but I do have a vegetable bouillon that dissolves in hot water, so I'll prep that and have it ready for the next step. Now my vegetables are translucent, so let's move on. We'll add that half a head of shredded cabbage to the pot. It looks full, but it will cook down. Now add the 4 cups of vegetable stock, and before I let it cook away, I'm going to use my spatula to get as much of the cabbage submerged into the stock as possible. I'm digging it into the cabbage and shimmying it a little to get the cabbage to settle into any air pockets. Now we'll bring this to a boil, then reduce the heat and let it simmer until the cabbage is tender. We've got more veggies to prep. For the broccoli, we need 3 cups of chopped broccoli, so I'll cut off a few stems and then chop it as fine as I can since it will only cook for 3 minutes. Since this is being pureed, this is a good time to use the stalks that you may normally discard. And finally, the messiest part of the process, washing the leafy greens. Dunking greens into a large bowl of water is the most efficient way to clean any leaf. Swish it around like you're hand washing some intimate delicates. That allows any dirt and sand to float off and sink to the bottom. You can leave the stems on the parsley, but I have some very thick stems in this bunch, so you see me removing those. And then do the same for the kale. Let's check on our simmering soup. This is actually too much of a simmer. It's really more of a boil. I should have used less heat. It's not a big deal. It just means I may need to add water or stock when I puree to keep the soup silky. Here's where we'll add the broccoli and let it cook for 3 minutes. Again, I'm working to get it submerged by the stock and cooked cabbage. Then we'll remove the pot from the heat and add the kale and parsley. Stir this all together and let the residual heat from the soup lightly cook both the greens. Now we are ready to puree. A handheld or immersion blender is super important here. You'll also season to taste with salt and pepper and blend some more. And voila, a highly nutritious soup that's vegan and gluten-free. And get more nutrition per bite with recipes like this from Pruv Wellness at pruv.co.uk. I'm Jenna Edwards with Cooking Companion TV. Click on my photo to subscribe to this channel. And click on the recommended video for more recipe demonstrations just like this. And thanks for watching.